Hello and welcome to Scottish Car Enthusiasts Roundup of 2020. I'll just put down my Fast Car magazine from April. First time I read it in a while, and I thought we'd just do a quick wee roundup of 2020. As you know, 2020 hasn't been the greatest year for everybody due to COVID-19, but I just thought I'd do a quick wee roundup on the channel of what happened on the channel. I produced 109 videos over the course of a year, which is amazing because it's amazing because I didn't think I'd actually produced that much until I started counting them last night. And initially the channel started off as just a wee bit of fun for myself when I had my R56 Mini, and when I changed to another car it became Scottish Car Enthusiasts Television. And my plan for the channel for 2020 was to just go around car meets, do a wee bit of filming, and stick them up on YouTube just as a wee record of what we've done over the past year. But as I said, COVID-19 has ballsed it up big time. So I was having a wee look back over the videos, and we actually done quite a bit over the last year. So here we go. Let's go back to January. January, the first car meet we attended was the Edinburgh Modified meet, which was at Ocean Terminal. I think that was the first week of January, and I remember that meet because one of the wee idiots on the way back decided to near enough take me out when I was coming out of a junction at Seafield in Edinburgh. We blasted through a red light and nearly took me out on the way back from that meet. We held our first Cars and Coffee meet. This was going to be what we were going to start up for 2020 was Cars and Coffee. Initially we were going to choose a different location each month to hold a Cars and Coffee, and our first event was down at the Jewel in Edinburgh, and we had a handful of cars turn up, and it was good. It was good we meet. Also in January I was planning on also doing a sort of challenge where I would purchase 12 cars over a year. I'm basically part of a forum called the Auto Crap Forum. You can change the second word to what the forum should be. And I was planning on buying 12 cars and putting them on over the course of a year. Well, that never happened. And also I refurbed the wheels on the Volvo to bright green, I think it would call candy apple green or something like that. Wheels on the Volvo, they were bright green and really stood out. So that was a wee bit different for a Volvo S60. February was quite a quiet month for Scottish Car Enthusiasts. All that happened in February was a change in the fleet. The Volvo left the fleet and the Qashqai joined the fleet. In March we attended the Lothian Modified and Edinburgh Car Scene meet at Hermiston Gate. And into April, this was when we first went into lockdown. We made a video for preparing your car and looking after your car during lockdown. That was like if your car was going to be parked up for a while, just to turn it over, check your tyres, flat spots, give it a wee drive around the block, that sort of thing. we also done a guide on how to fix the boot handle on your Nissan Qashqai, which is a common problem on the model car, that the boot handle just comes off. It's a very weak part of the car, and we showed you how to fix that. Probably the how can we put it? We just super glued it back on. I mean, there is a fixing kit, but if you were wanting to do it in a hurry, then we showed you how to do it in a hurry. We also started the lockdown sessions. So we dug out some photos from car meets from 2005, 2006, 2007, something like that. And we also looked at a couple of car magazines from that sort of era as well. I think one of them being Fast and Modified, Scotland's modified car magazine back in the day. And I think we also looked at the very last edition of Banzai magazine, the Japanese car magazine. And that's also another thing that lockdown affected as well. Some well-known car magazines no longer exist due to lockdown, unfortunately. So into May and June, we had issues with the Qashqai, so we had to get a new clutch fitted to that. We also attended one of the sort of first meets that sort of popped up was when sort of rules relaxed a wee bit, was the street scene statics meet at Sheriff Hall. That was a big meet. I remember going along, and there must have been between 100 and 200 cars turned up that night. And I also remember the police turned up in the riot van, a couple of panda cars and a traffic car. It just looked around and thought, nah, everything seems to be fine here, on we go. And they just left the car meet. Into July, we attended the Rev Nation meet at Sheriff Hall. We attended the Broken Souls meet in Glasgow. I think it was one. I can't remember. It was a country park in the outskirts of Glasgow, but I'm not exactly too sure where it was. But that was on a summer Sunday night. It was a nice summer's evening. And we also popped down to Borders Car and Coffee, meet down in Kelso, which was full of supercars. You had like R8s, Ferraris, Lamborghini, couple of RS6s. That was a good meet. Good to see a different side of the car scene, like supercars. We normally focus on sort of modified cars. So it was good to see supercars. It was a wee bit different. August, we had our Edinburgh Cruise Mega Meet. We done a fitting guide on how to paint your calipers. We had Rev Nation meet at Sheriff Hall. And we also had a Central Modified meet at Sheriff Hall we attended. So that's we got scheme. And the Qashqai went away for a couple of days, and it came back with some new graphics up the side of it, inspired by the Primera touring car in the late 90s. It was something just to make the Qashqai stand out. It's certainly done that, because the following day after the car came back, we went to the Kames car show in Ayrshire. And that was probably the first car show, one and only car show, that we got along to and displayed the car. And that was a good day. I remember starting off at something like 5 o'clock in the morning. The temperature was like -3, and this was August we're talking about. But the sun came out, and it was a brilliant day. It was brilliantly organised, because there was humming and hawing of meet was going to go ahead. It was going. I think it got put back a couple of weeks, and there was also issues where some council regions weren't very happy that this was going ahead, sort of thing. But it was a good day, and it will be a show we'll be going to next year in 2021. In September, we done a fitting guide to colour cutting a car. So it's a job I tend to do, sort of thing, at the start of summer and at the end of summer. Just give it a good wax, polish and a colour cut. And it was also the first in a series of reviews, car reviews. I basically joined the Edinburgh City Car Club, or Enterprise Car Club. You'll have seen the cars that I've driven so far. I've got Enterprise up the side, and it was just a wee change to the channel. Thought, why not do some reviewing of cars? So first car we reviewed was a Toyota Aygo, which was a surprising wee car, because our admin Capum, he's had 3 Aygos, and we thought I'd always wanted to try one, so it was the first car, and it was quite local to me, so we tested the Aygo out, and I was quite pleasantly surprised. In October, we reviewed the Hyundai Ioniq, our first hybrid car we've reviewed. And again, I was pleasantly surprised. Quite enjoyed that. And we also done a fitting guide on operating your bulbs on the Qashqai. And that was a pain in the backside, I can tell you. First side, no problem at all. Driver's side. Passenger side, that took forever. I gave myself a shock on the bulb because I turned the bulb on, touched the bulb, gave myself a shock. You'll see that in the video. In the end, I had to take apart the intake system just to change 2 bulbs on the passenger side of the Qashqai. Into November, we reviewed the Nissan Leaf. Another car I've always wanted to try. Again, I was very pleasantly surprised, and when I say I was pleasantly surprised, I think, yeah, I did take that car. I took that car up to the back roads where I usually try it, and when I slammed on the brakes to do a 0 to 60, just wow. Stopped dead. I nearly came out my seat. So that's also in the video. You'll see that was something else. I've never experienced braking like that in my life. And we also started preparing the Qashqai for its MOT. The Qashqai, underneath the Qashqai, the main issue is the subframes. So I got the car up on the ramps, and we painted and wax sealed the subframes. And into December, we reviewed Admin Callum's Mini Cooper S. I've been wanting to do that for a while, and managed to do it just at the start of December, and that was a crack wee car. We never got to drive the car, we just done a walk around of it. We had issues with a car wasn't playing ball with a key, but we still managed to review it. And we also done a history on the MOT video, because my Qashqai was going in for an MOT, so I thought I'll just do a wee film, give a wee brief history of the MOT and what to check for in the MOT. And that's what we've covered. To be quite honest, when I was looking back at the videos, I was surprised at how many local car meets we got to. I thought we'd done less. Excuse me. So, looking into 2021, we are going to continue with the car reviews. And as I said at the start, this channel just started as a video about me blogging on a Mini, attending car meets, doing vlogs, with me driving on my Mini. And I'm surprised it's actually hit 100 subscribers. I mean, I know it's not a lot in YouTube terms, but it's good to know that there is people watching the videos and following. And I'm going to reward you with a 100 subscriber video, hopefully next week. I've started preparing that, and it's going to be an old school car. So I'm preparing that and researching it at the minute. So I'm looking forward to bringing that to the channel next week. So yep, going to continue car reviews in the new year, and continue the vlogs. Hopefully we'll be able to film more car meets, attend more car shows in 2021. I've also got, I started filming the A1's videos. I've only filmed one at the minute. Due to lockdown, I can't actually get out and film the rest of the videos on the A1. So hopefully when restrictions ease in the middle of January, we'll get another part added. I've got a couple of reviews to do. Well, I've filmed. I've got a few videos on the phone already to be uploaded. Just keep an eye on that. They'll probably be uploaded in the early part of New Year. I'm trying to think what else. I've also got, I'm going to do like a breakdown video on the family car, the Skoda Fabia, the other car in the fleet. We've had that for 3 years in January, so I'm going to do a wee video, what it's like to live for 3 years, what it's cost us, sort of thing, and put that up on the channel as well. But mainly, alongside the car reviews, I want to get some meets uploaded for next year when we're allowed, some shows, and hopefully get some of our own meets organised as well. Get the Cars and Coffee back on when we can, even if it means going. If I said we could go to a coffee shop and we could meet in so many numbers, even if it means the coffee shop was shut and we just drove our, got our coffees and then just chatted in the car park, then so be it. But that's all going to be dependent on the guidelines. But I can't see that happening anytime soon at the moment. And also, another thing that was meant to happen this year was we planned a drive. We were going to do the East Lothian Nürburgring, and we were going to do it for charity. We're going to do it for it's going to be Andy's Man's Club. We're going to just say if you want your chip and a pound, we can give him a support, because 2020 has been a crap year for mental health. And I've noticed on this channel as well, little mental health videos have popped up that I've recorded. I have a mental health blog, and normally I've gone live on my mental health blog, but I've also done pre-recorded videos, and they've just been uploaded to Scottish Car Enthusiasts. I mean, sort of thing, if you are feeling down, why not give these wee videos a watch? Yeah. But for a moment, I'd just like to thank you for being part of Scottish Car Enthusiasts in 2020. Thank you for your support. Thank you for following our Facebook page and our Instagram page. We've not really been on Instagram as much. Over the last couple of weeks, we've sort of uploaded our cover pictures we would do during the week on our Facebook page, just Instagram, because we're just doing it for fun at the minute. Cover comps will return in the new year on Facebook. So feel free to check out Facebook at Scottish Car Enthusiasts, and Instagram as well. And I've not really used this. I don't really promote this channel on Scottish Car Enthusiasts. I should really do it more. I do promote it, but not as much as I should. But going forward into 2021, I want to try and grow the channel and see what happens. So what was meant to have been a 5-10 minute video has turned into a 20-minute video. So thank you once again for your support. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel at Scottish Car Enthusiasts TV. Don't forget to subscribe or follow the page on Facebook and click on the follow button on Instagram. And let's see what 2021 brings. Thank you for watching.